Good afternoon, everyone. Deborah Weedman with Careers Done Right. I hope you're doing well. Today I had another reader write in to me about a situation about putting her job search on hold during the pandemic. I thought this was kind of timely, so I thought I would share with you her question.
What's your question?
She said, "Hi Deb, I made a New Year's Eve resolution to make a concerted effort to find a new role. I've been with my current employer for about 8 years and it's really time to move on. I had many irons in the fire during January and February, and I was going to networking meetings and getting interviews. I was in talks with one company in particular and it looked like things were moving forward pretty swiftly."
Who are you?
My name is Andy Sachs. I recently graduated from Northwestern University.
And what are you doing here?
Well, I think I could do a good job as your assistant.
However, when the gravity of the global pandemic became widely publicized and many states issued stay-at-home orders, everything dried up. In watching the news and hearing about the increasing jobless claims, I'm wondering if I should shelve my search for the time being and put my job search on hold. Well, first, thanks for writing to me and I appreciate hearing from you. And I think this question is really quite timely. It is really a very interesting time in our history as well as in just looking for a job in general. The short answer, however, is no. You should not put your job search on hold until the pandemic threat has passed. No one can predict how long it will last or how long a stay-at-home order will be in place or anything else about this. It really is unprecedented. For the sake of argument, let's say that in 60 days' time, all restrictions are lifted. Is everything going to be back to normal in day 61? No, of course not. And we are all going to have to adjust to what the new normal looks like. What would you gain by waiting? The time is going to pass whether you initiate your job search or put it on hold. You need to keep the inertia going with your job search, your network, and just new ways of doing things. Many companies have implemented hiring freezes, and I understand that. Many are actively recruiting for open positions. I know it is a time of chaos, fear, and uncertainty, but it's also a time to take decisive action.
All right, you just need to calm down. We need to think for a second. We just need to think this out. Thinking, we need to act.
Be prepared for a different kind of search at this time. You won't be having any in-person interviews likely. If you're doing a video call, be sure you're dressed appropriately and you have good lighting and good Wi-Fi. Give virtual networking a chance. Many networking groups are hosting meetings via Zoom and other video conferencing tools. LinkedIn also has groups for specific industries, fields, and professions. Get active, remain active. Above all, show that you can solve problems and adjust. The only reason a company is hiring is that it needs people to solve their business problems. Do your part to flatten the curve, follow the advice of public health officials.
Stay in right now, do it for humanity.
And get ahead of the curve with your job hunt by continuing with a focused strategic search. I hope you found this information useful. If you did, please like and share below. Here's to the right career for you.